Hey there, viewers. Thank you for tuning in to Supermariodiagnostics once again. Today we got a 2012 Volkswagen CC with a 2.0 liter engine. Customer's complaint is that it lacks acceleration, and an EPC light came on, which is not on right now. The check engine light is on. I checked for codes, and we had a couple of different codes here. Sorry. And this is what I pulled up. We've got an intake manifold runner position switch, sensor switch, circuits, system 2 lean at idle, camshaft position sensor circuit. So what I did was print everything out, send it out, saved everything, cleared all the codes, and turned it on back one more time. And check engine light came back on immediately. Came back with a 00022. Camshaft crankshaft position correlation, bank 1 sensor A. So we have a correlation issue, and I remember seeing this before. That's what I love about YouTube, is the Autologic channel. If memory serves me right, Chris Martino put out a video on the same issue, and Positive Lead Diagnostics put a video on this issue as well, if I remember correctly. And they found, let me turn this off. They found a camshaft bridge that supplies oil to the camshaft, if I'm not mistaken. It's supposed to have a mesh, and sometimes that mesh gets eaten up and wreaks havoc. Also, they also put information on the camshaft actuator, that it has a little valve that's not. It's supposed to be flush with the actuator, the base of it on its own, but on failed camshaft actuator valves, it sticks out. Well, this is where I'm at right now. This is pretty much the end of the day. We might leave this on until tomorrow, but I'm gonna do some digging and see how we can what can lead us to the next step. Maybe check timing through camshaft crankshaft correlation to see what the PCM sees, or maybe we could just pop off that front timing cover and manually put it in time. I don't know. I would like to scope it. Why not? But we'll play it one step at a time. For those of you who have been following my Facebook page, you would know that my scope recently died, and I've had to upgrade. And thanks to Jim Morton for sending me out his personal kit. He cut me a great deal. Couldn't pass it up. Other people have, came out in support and offered to loan me a scope, and I told them I couldn't handle the responsibility. The risk was too high. I don't know what I would do if I broke someone's scope. But Jim Morton couldn't take no for an answer. He offered also for me to buy it off of him, and that's when I said, yeah, send it over. So we closed the deal, and I now a proud owner of a Picoscope. This is my career, so I figure why not invest into it, right? So this is actually the next day. Yesterday we looked at the codes, and yesterday after work I went ahead and looked up a known good, and also remembering those videos that I had seen. Tommy Wolfe from Positive Lead Diagnostics, he had a known good on his video, so I took a screenshot of it just in case. But I also found a PS data form file of that of a known good. So real quick, I'm going to show you where I'm set up. We are set up at our camshaft position sensor right here on the middle wire, the gray signal wire, and we are also set up down there on the crankshaft position sensor. Luckily for me, the engine was already cold. We left it overnight, and we're set to go. I have my channel A right here as my crankshaft position sensor, and I have my channel B for my camshaft position sensor, and we're just going to go ahead and do a correlation comparison and see what's going on before doing anything, just to get a direction as to whether it's a timing issue. Maybe timing's retarded, maybe the timing's advanced, and maybe we could check to see if our variable valve timing solenoid is doing its job and advancing it. Alright, so super quick, I got my capture of my timing here, and I've got my known good to my right. Let's just look at where our timing is at. Let's go ahead and zoom in. And let's go ahead and compare it to our known good here. Go ahead and zoom in, fellas. So, as Tommy Wolfe in Positive Lead Diagnostics said in his video, the second big tooth, the rising edge, will fall to top that center. So if I go to my other one, let's see where it's at. And it appears to be, this is the cam here, and this is the second big tooth, as you can see, and there's our rising edge, but it is happening sooner than our top dead center. By how much? Let's find out. Let's put some rulers here. Let's put a ruler over here on this top dead center. That's good enough. Let's put another ruler here. Okay, so there's our 720 degrees, 2 piston top dead centers, right? So let's put a ruler where the rising edge is over here. We can zoom in if we want. There's our rising edge, and there's our top dead center over here, where it's supposed to be according to our known good. See, second big tooth, rising edge. Hope you guys are with me. And we are looking at 66 degrees advanced. That's not good. Hold on, I'm sorry fellas, I'm trying to zoom in the right area here. So there it is. We are 66 degrees advanced. Now I think the easiest thing we could do right now is pop off that solenoid and see if that valve is sticking out real quick, just to make sure that's not our issue, and then we could go from there. Okay, so there is our solenoid. Let's go ahead and remove this connector carefully. Stuff looks like it's very easy to damage, so let's use a T30 to remove this. Let's see what we find. And it is not sticking out. Okay, so that's that. We're gonna reinstall this and see where we go from here. Alright fellas, I don't have that terminal kit from the AES Wave yet, but I made my own right here. Hope you guys can see this. And I am scoped to it. I'm going to manually actuate that VVT solenoid, and I'm scoped to it so that we can see when it's activating. And what I would like to see is that if it's already 60 degrees advanced. If nothing happens, that screams to me that the actuator is stuck advanced, the VVT actuator. If it's idling and then it stalls when I activate it, or if it advances even more, then that tells me that something may be off with the timing, jump timing maybe. I have seen jump timing where the cam is advanced before. It's unlikely, but I've seen it. But that's how I see things playing out in my mind. And we'll take it from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up for the capture. Let me set you guys up here. And let's go ahead and start this vehicle, let it idle. And I'm gonna let it get to the other window. Bring down my my third channel. I'm gonna go ahead and activate it now. It did have an effect. Alright, so we can see here where it's not actuated. I believe we said that it was 62 degrees before actuation. So we're going to go ahead and look at where it does activate. Let me go ahead and scale this down a bit. And that green traces our activation. We're going to go in there and try to see how far off we are. So let me go ahead and find a good spot. I think from here we could jump right here. Right, we'll go 720 degrees. And we put our rulers up and see how far off we are. There's our rising edge on the second big tooth. And if I'm not mistaken, I did the ruler on the second rising edge. So 66 degrees. Now that's not what I was expecting, to be honest with you, because it nearly stalled on me. So let me see if I'm looking at it right. Let's see if it'll do the same for us over here. $88 degrees here. You can see there's our second rising edge, and it advanced about 20 degrees. I'm really starting to think this thing has jump timing. Time to pop that front cover off and manually check timing. That's what I'm seeing here. The VVT is doing its job, it's advancing. If you can see here, we have specifications as to measurements between a certain part of the tensioner and the intake camshaft timing mark, 64 millimeters. You look here, sorry fellas, I don't know if you could see this or not. If you look here, you can see that both timing marks are straight up north, and they have a specifications as to how much distance they are to be from each other. And as I was putting this thing in top dead center, well, it is so off timing, it's not even funny. I didn't even make it to top dead center. I saw these cam time marks and they are way off. There's one right here, that's our intake cam. Let's see if you guys can see this. Here's our intake cam mark right here. You can see the little arrow. Hopefully you can see the little arrow. And there's our exhaust cam way back here, and I'm not even top dead center. Obviously the piston, the crankshaft rotates 2 times, 2 complete revolutions for every 1 revolution of the cam. So doesn't matter how many times you spin that piston, that crankshaft, if you have your cam timing marks up, you will be in time unless you're out of time. So confirmed physically out of time. Let's see what the customer wants to do. That bridge is going to come off. It's going to be replaced if she goes for it. And one for the books. Unfortunately, the customer has declined any further repairs. We're going to let her decide what to do with it. I've put it all back together. She's a great customer. She's been with us for as long as we can remember. There's no problems there, no hard feelings. I did my part. She's gonna do what's in her best interest, and that's okay. We'll just move on. And I would like to give a huge thanks to Chris Martino from Autologic, one of the Trained by Tech members, for putting this info out there on VVT. If you guys haven't seen that Autologic video, go look at it. VVT Systems. Also, Tommy Wolfe at Positive Lead Diagnostics. If you guys don't know who he is Scanner Danner, but for European cars. I wish them both the best. I want to thank him also for putting a similar situation online for everyone to see on YouTube. And you know, I'm big on sharing, so huge thanks to both of you guys. This looks like it will be the last video of the year for me. It was a. You guys have been ultra supportive. I cannot be more pleased with the response I've been having since the beginning of my YouTube channel. What, 5 months ago? And I'm almost at my 1,000 subscribers. So I want to thank each and every single one of you guys and girls for subscribing and watching and showing your support and reaching out and commenting and sharing, liking, all that good stuff, you know. Now that I'm at my 1,000 subscribers, I can at least notify you guys when a video is about to come out. Maybe, you know, you can make the time. I don't know. It's just a little perk. Anyway, it's unfortunate we couldn't go through with the repairs, but we are not, there's no hard feelings. You know, we're just gonna keep going, rolling with the punches. And thank you, each and every single one of you for your watch, for your viewership, for your subscriptions. And till next time, don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, comment. What did you like? What didn't you like? Everything, whatever's on your mind. You know, this is a community, and those watching my videos, I'm proud of the people who are watching my videos and commenting and the dialogue amongst you guys. So that's pretty awesome. I couldn't thank you guys enough. And till next time, Happy New Year's.